Yes, listen students. I hope you that you should understood about the lesson number 7. Chapter number 7, that is stock exchange. So next chapter is unit number 3, chapter number 8, financial market 2, Securities Exchange Board of India. This lesson is also related to the previous chapter, that is stock exchange. So both the two units, two chapters are related with the stock exchange. So in this chapter, the various units which we are going to see is introduction to SEBI, that is Security Exchange Board of India, objectives of Security Exchange Board of India, functions, powers, dematerialization, benefits of dematerialization, and organization structures. So these are the various topics which we are going to see in chapter number 8, that is Security Exchange Board of India. So the topic is covered introduction and the objectives and the organization structure. Introduction about Security Exchange Board of India. So the SEBI was established in the year 1988 as a non-statutory body. SEBI was established in the year 1982-88 as a non-statutory body for regulating the security market. However, it was recognized by the Government of India as an autonomous body or apex body on May 12, 1992. Initially, it was established as a non-statutory body. After passing, a special act was passed in the year 1992 by the Indian Parliament. SEBI Act was passed in the year 1992 by the Indian Parliament. After passing of this act, the SEBI was made an autonomous body as well as the apex body by the Government of India on May 12, 1992. It maintained and controlled the capital market of our country. Security Exchange Board of India maintains and controls the capital market of our country. So initially it was recognized, it was established as a non-statutory body. After passing of the special act, that is SEBI Act, in the year 1992, the power given to the SEBI as an autonomous body as well as apex body. So the SEBI plays an important role in the following aspects. Very important role or great role in Indian economy, regulating the working of stock exchange, monitor the working of mutual funds, protecting the interest of the investors, restricting the legal practices of the companies or firms, prohibits the insider activities, and conduct of audit and inspection of stock exchanges. So these are the very important role. These are the roles played by the SEBI as a vital one in Indian economy. So it regulates the stock exchange, first of all, working of stock exchange, working of mutual funds, mainly protecting the interest of the investors and restricting the companies from illegal practices, prohibit the insider activities, and conduct and audit of inspection of stock exchange. So we will see in detail all the roles are played by the Security Exchange Board of India under the heading of functions and objectives of SEBI. These roles are played by the SEBI. We will be discussed in detail in the heading in separate part, that is objectives and the functions of stock exchange. So I am telling about only the introduction about the Security Exchange Board of India. What you have to write in the SEBI means, initially it was established as a non-statutory body to regulating the security market. That is the first point. Second one, SEBI Act was passed in the year 1992 by the Indian Parliament. So So after passing of this act, the SEBI was made as an autonomous body as well as the apex body by the Government of India on May 12, 1992. On the date onwards, it maintained and controlled the capital market of our country. So apart from that, the very important role or the vital role are played by the SEBI in our Indian economy point of view. This is only the introduction about Security Exchange Board of India. Then the second topic is organization structure. The Security Exchange Board of India consists of the following organization structure, namely additional directors or joint directors, the same rank as additional directors under administration, additional director administration, and joint director system. So there are equal parallel administrative officers, that is named as additional director or joint director, one head, additional directors separately for administration, and technical director as joint directors, a system. So the authority comes from top level to bottom level, that is delegation of authority. We say in commerce, delegation of authority. Power comes from the top level authorities to low level officers. So regarding the administration, there is one additional director, then next level is deputy director, then one assistant director, then section officers. This is a line of authority which is given from top level to bottom level. Regarding the administration, additional director, deputy director, assistant directors, and finally section officers. But in case of technical directors is the topmost authority. After that, deputy directors system, assistant directors system, and technical assistants. The low level employees are called as technical assistant. Technical assistant, assistant director system, deputy directors system, and technical directors system. This is administration, and this is system. Apart from these two, another structure is additional directors or joint directors, then deputy directors or assistant director. This is another grade or another level of authority. So this is the explanation about the organization structure. So this is first topic is over. Introduction chapter is over. The introduction topic is over. Sorry. Then organization structure is also over. A simple organization structure and the introduction of SEBI. So the Security Exchange Board of India is related to the stock market or share market. The stock exchange is also followed all the rules and regulations implemented by the Security Exchange Board of India. So the next two topics, the remaining topics, that is objectives and functions, we will see in the next class. So just now we have completed only the first two topics, namely introduction of SEBI and the organization structure.